yourself to settle, seated or lying, well supported, warm and comfortable. Allow your attention to rest on the breath, on the flow of the inhale, on the release of the exhale. Softly, smoothly. No effort, no expectations. Allow the body to become heavy, rested, supported from the ground beneath. In the heart of winter, a sacred hush blankets the world, muffling the clamour of the bustling seasons that precede it. It's a time of repose, when nature's vibrant hues yield the serene simplicity of a monochromatic landscape. As the earth succumbs to the gentle descent of snowflakes, each crystalline whisper becomes a note in the symphony of stillness. Amidst this quietude, the world transforms into a vast canvas of soft whites and muted greys. Trees, once adorned in the flamboyant garments of autumn, stand as sentinels with their bare branches reaching towards the heavens. Their silhouettes etch intricate patterns against the pale sky, a testament to the eloquence found in bareness. Winter's breath is crisp, the air so pure that each inhalation seems to cleanse the soul. The ground, adorned in a pristine quilt of snow, invites quiet footsteps that leave behind transient imprints. In this contemplative space, the mundane is hushed, and the ordinary requires a certain luminosity. It's a season of reflection, where the external world's frenetic pace yields to an internal cadence, a rhythmic dance of thoughts and emotions. As daylight wanes, a soft glow emanates from the landscape. The sun, low on the horizon, casts long, stretching shadows that meander through the snowy terrain. It's a visual poetry, where light and shadow converse in silent dialogue. The world seemingly dormant is, in fact, alive with subtle movements. A rustle in the frozen branches, the distant call of a bird, the murmur of a stream beneath the icy crust. Winter's meditative allure lies in its invitation to stillness. In the absence of a cacophony of growth and change, the reflective mind finds a sanctuary. It's a time to turn inward, to explore the recesses of one's thoughts in the tranquility of a snow-laden world. The quiet reflections of winter echo not just the dormancy of nature, but also the dormant wisdom within us. a wisdom that often requires a hushed atmosphere to emerge. As the world bathes in the hibernating serenity of winter, the concept of time undergoes a subtle transformation. Days seem to elongate, stretching themselves lazily across the horizon, and nights descend with a profound calm. The ticking of the clock becomes a faint echo, drowned out by the rhythmic beating of one's own heart. It's a temporal pause, a respite from the relentless march of minutes and hours. A respite that allows the soul to catch up with its own existence. In the quiet reflections of winter, the mind becomes a canvas for introspection. Thoughts, like snowflakes, fall gently, settling into the recesses of consciousness. The landscape, with its pristine cover, mirrors the purity sought in the corridors of contemplation. What emerges is a mental, gentle dance, an interplay of thoughts illuminated by the soft glow of self-awareness. Winter's gift is the art of letting go. As the leaves surrender to the autumn breeze and the world blows to the icy touch of winter, there's a profound lesson in releasing attachments. The trees, stripped of their foliage, stand exposed and vulnerable, yet resilient in their naked truth. It's an invitation for the human spirit to shed the unnecessary, to embrace vulnerability, and to find strength in simplicity. In the quiet reflections of winter, the concept of beauty undergoes a subtle metamorphosis. It's not the flamboyance of colours or the exuberance of life, but the stark elegance of barren branches and the ethereal purity of snow-coloured landscapes that captivate the soul. Beauty reveals itself in the quiet details, the delicate frost on a solitary leaf, the intricate patterns of ice on a frozen pond, and the silent resilience of a world at rest. Winter, with its contemplative aura, also serves as a mirror reflecting the cycles of life. It reminds us that, like in nature, we too have our seasons of growth, abundance, decline, and renewal. In the quiet reflections of winter, there's a subtle acknowledgement of the cyclical nature of existence, an understanding that just as winter gives way to spring, the challenges and hardships in life pave the way for new beginnings and opportunities. As the days unfold in a seamless succession of winter's embrace, there's a sense of unity with the timeless rhythm of a natural world, the ebb and flow of seasons, the dance of light and shadow, and the quiet resilience of life. They all become part of a cosmic ballet. It's a reminder that in the grand tapestry of existence, everyone is but a fleeting note, contributing to the symphony of the universe. The art of mindful living finds its expression in winter stillness. It's a season that urges individuals to be present, to savour the crisp air, to witness the subtle transformations of the world. In the quiet reflections of winter, mindfulness becomes not just a practice, but a way of being, a communion with the essence of each passing moment. Winter's contemplative canvas extends beyond the physical landscape, seeping into the corridors of the human heart. It's a time when emotions, like snowflakes, fall gently, covering the soul in a blanket of introspection. Memories suspended in the frosty air acquire a crystalline clarity, inviting reflection on the tapestry of one's life. In the heart of winter's silence, the concept of solitude becomes an ally rather than an adversary. It's a solitude that doesn't induce loneliness, but instead fosters a profound connection with oneself. The quiet reflections become a journey into the inner realms where the soul unravels its mysteries and confronts its truths. In this meditative space, the mind, much like the winter landscape, undergoes a quiet transformation. The noise of external demands and societal expectations is gently silenced, allowing the authentic voice within to resonate. It's a time for self-discovery, a pilgrimage into the depths of one's being, where the layers accumulated through seasons of living are gradually peeled away. As the fireplace crackle with warmth indoors, winter's introspection extends to the hearth of the home. It's a season of gathering, of shared quiet reflections around the glow of familial bonds. The crackling of logs becomes a rhythmic backdrop to shared stories, laughter, and the comfort of companionship. Winter, in its apparent isolation, paradoxically becomes a time for community, a weaving of human connections against the backdrop of a tranquil landscape. The quiet reflections of winter also draw attention to the interconnectedness of all living things. Beneath the snow-covered earth, life pulsates with quiet rhythms. Seeds wait patiently for their moment in the sun, and hibernating creatures dream of a warmer awakening. Winter, far from being a season of lifelessness, is a cradle of potential, a gestation period for the rebirth that spring promises. In the heart of winter's embrace, there's a celebration of resilience. The trees, stripped of their leaves, stand firm against the biting cold, their roots anchored in the frozen earth. Similarly, the human spirit, faced with the challenges of life, finds strength in enduring the metaphorical winters. It's a time to weather the storms, both external and internal, with the quiet fortitude that winter imparts. Winter's quiet reflections also touch upon the impermanence of all things. The snow that blankets the landscape, pristine in its purity, is transient. Take a deep breath in and sigh the breath away. Begin to wriggle the fingers and the toes. Roll around ankles and wrists. Gently begin to stretch and move. And when you feel ready, allow the eyes to open. Bring focus back to your gaze. Awake, refreshed, and alert.